Good morning children. In our last videos we learned that sense of touch is not a relay to measure the hotness or coldness of an object. So then how can we measure the temperature of different objects? How can we measure? So here if you get fever, whenever you go to the hospital, doctors use it to keep the small equipment in your mouth, and after 2 minutes by seeing that equipment he will say you are suffering from the fever and you have the temperature 102 degrees or 104 degrees fever you have, like that. How can we say that? And what is that equipment? So that equipment is thermometer, and in this video we shall learn about the structure and the functioning of the thermometer. Here, what is a thermometer? A thermometer is an instrument or device which is used to measure the temperature. This is the thermometer. So in this video we shall learn about the structure and function of the thermometer. And we are familiar with the mercury thermometer. Here if you see the thermometer, outside we can see the glass tube, and at one end we can see the bulb, a construction called bulb, which is filled with the mercury, and it is a silvery liquid. And from this end a capillary tube, a small tube running to flow the mercury. For the flow of mercury, a small tube running from the bulb, and the other end of that capillary tube is sealed off to prevent the further extension of the mercury. And outside on the glass tube we can see the readings. So these readings indicates the temperature of a particular object. Functioning of thermometer. How to use thermometer? Before using thermometer, we must wash it with antiseptic lotion and give some jugs to bring back the level of mercury. Now place the bulb under the tongue. Keep as it is for a minute. Let the mercury expands. Now we can observe the body temperature that is shown by the thermometer. Here is the sample reading, that is 37 degrees and 0.4 degrees Celsius. So the reading is 37.4 degrees Celsius. Now we are going to measure the temperature of a liquid. For that, take hot water, just immerse the thermometer into that. Now we can observe the increasing level of the mercury, and it settles at one point, which denotes the temperature of that water. So here, based on the scale, thermometers are divided into two types. First one is Celsius thermometer or centigrade thermometer, and second one is Fahrenheit thermometer. So if you take Celsius thermometer, here the readings starts from 0 degree to 100 degrees Celsius. So this scale is divided into 100 equal divisions. Each equal part denotes 1 degree Celsius. Each equal part denotes 1 degree Celsius. Here it got the name after the scientist Andreas Celsius. So he invented that, who developed that thermometer. Here if you observe 0 degree Celsius, take one beaker and put some ice, then immerse the thermometer into that, observe for 2 minutes. Later ice starts to melt. So now if you mark that level, the mercury level constants, there is no increasing of mercury level. So that means if you observe, the mercury level stops at 0 degree Celsius. So the point where ice melts is called the melting point of ice. So what we call that? Melting point of ice. Melting point. What is the melting point of ice? 0 degree Celsius. So this is called melting point of ice. And now You take one beaker and pour some water and immerse the thermometer. Now slowly increasing the temperature, means now start to heat that water. Now we can observe that slowly the level of mercury in the thermometer is increases. As we are giving heat to that water, the level of mercury is increasing and it settled at one point where beyond where it does not move, where it does not expand. That point is called boiling point of water. Boiling point of water, that is 100 degree Celsius. So melting point of ice is called 0 degree Celsius and boiling point of water is 100 degree Celsius. So the normal body temperature of human being in centigrade scale is 37 degree Celsius. So if you take the Fahrenheit scale, Fahrenheit thermometer, it starts the point of the melting point of ice is 32 degrees Fahrenheit and boiling point of water is 212 degree. That means the Fahrenheit scale starts with the 32 degrees and ends with the 212 degrees, 212 degrees, and the scale is divided into 180 equal parts. Here the normal temperature, the normal body temperature of human being is 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Simply we can write as 98 degrees F. So it got the name after the scientist Daniel Fahrenheit. So these are the two types of thermometers. If you know the temperature and one scale, it is easy to convert into other by using the two formulas. Now we are going to convert the Celsius into Fahrenheit. F equal to C into 9 by 5 plus 32. Here C represents the temperature on the Celsius scale. We can simply write this F equal to C into 1.8 plus 32. By substituting the 37 degrees value into this formula, we can get the 37 degrees Celsius value, that is 98.6 Fahrenheit, and we can convert Fahrenheit to the Celsius. So C equal to F minus 32 into 5 divided by 9. By using this formula, we can get the centigrade's value from the Fahrenheit. Here 98.6 Fahrenheit equal to 37 degrees Celsius. These thermometers are working on the principle of expansion of liquids due to heat. So in thermometers we know that we are using the mercury. Not only mercury, we can use the alcohol also. So these are all working on the based on the principle of expansion of liquid due to the heat. Now we can perform one activity to know that expansion of liquids on heating. So for that, take one flat bottom flask and fill it with water and add some color to that. Now place the cork, take the capillary tube and put into the flask. Now take one tray. So fill that tray with the boiled water, heat water. Now place that flask into the tray. So here we can observe that increasing of the colored water in that capillary tube. So after some time, so you put off that conical flask and keep on the wood. Here also we can observe that we are decreasing level of the water, colored water. That means liquids expands on heating, contracts on cooling. So based on this principle, like that, mercury also expands on heating and contracts on cooling. Here I have a question. All thermometers are working based on the principle of thermal expansion of liquids. But here, why we are not using the water in thermometers? Why we are using the only mercury? Because water is not helpful to measure the temperature that below the 0 degree Celsius and above the 100 degree Celsius, because water freezes at 0 degree Celsius and boils at 100 degree Celsius. That's why we are using the mercury, because mercury has high coefficient of expansion and we can observe the linear expansion in mercury and freezing and boiling points of mercury. Mercury freezes at minus 38.9 degrees Celsius and boils at 356.7 degrees Celsius. So we can measure very low temperature as well as very high temperature. And it is the only metal that is in liquid form at room temperature, and it is a shiny and silvery liquid. It does not stick to the walls of the glass tube or capillary tube. That's why we are using the mercury in thermometers. Rather than mercury, we are using the alcohol. Why we are using the alcohol? Why? Because alcohol has lower freezing point than the mercury. That means we can use the alcohol thermometers in freezers to measure the temperature.